Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. Identity. If you are asked, who are you? You give your professional identifications. I am a professor, advocate, doctor. These are called professional identifications. And political. I am Prime Minister of a country. I am President of a country. Then social. I am father, brother, friend, relationships. So all these are circumstantial identifications, even spiritual identification. Who are you? Yogi, practicing yoga. Rishi, practicing Vedanta. So these are called spiritual identifications, and they all depend upon circumstances, physical, mental, spiritual, social. And they are all from the past. So if you want to identify yourself, to know really who you are, none of these identifications, they are circumstantial, belonging to some circumstances. So if you are asked, open your own identity here and now. In this instant, with whom you are identified, leaving aside all these which I mentioned that you are not in this instant. So with whom you are identified? How will you open your identity to your own self? Here and now, in this instant, not past. To become somebody in profession, say doctor, you have studied in the past. Likewise, political, you have done politics. But here and now, in this instant, open your own identity to your own self and introduce yourself to the self. I am so and so. What's your answer? How will you identify to your own self? I am so and so. Leaving aside all these circumstances which depend upon physical, mental, spiritual, that you are not. Here and now, you are not. Past, not future, not even present, because I speak of this instant. This instant doesn't belong to present. Because past is past, something, some notion, some idea, some concept. Future, some hope. Present, some clinging to something, some person, some idea. This is called present. But in this instant, tell me, what do you cling? This is identification to your own self that you have never thought of any time before, not even now. If someone can answer, I will be too happy to welcome him or her in front of me. River is discharged into the ocean, surrender to the ocean, isn't it? Surrender to the ocean. After having discharged, no more surrender, no more river. So long you have ego, it has to be surrendered to the teacher who has allowed you to discharge your ego unto the ocean. And when the surrender is complete, and before that, you remember that you are going to lose your identity which you were speaking this morning. Next moment you are going to lose your identity as a river. No limitations. And you know the river, the ocean itself comes out of the boundaries to receive the river always. To receive the river, you can call high tide into the river to receive you, backwaters. And there itself, the surrender is complete. But till you have the concept, I am a body that can stay up to the end and can finish instantly with realization. So this boy can be true in his case, you may be true in your case. Sometimes, in rare cases, instantly your karma is finished. You are already dead because your karma is finished. Prarabdha is finished. And if your prarabdha is hanging, you have to go through this. And till then, you have to surrender to the teacher from where you got this knowledge from. So that way the prarabdha is finished. The karma in momentum, just like you roll a ball, a tennis ball there, and you want to recall it, it will not come back. Because of the momentum, when the momentum will be finished, it will keep quiet, stay. So like this is the previous momentum you have given to this thought, with the result, you have got this body. So this body can last up to the prarabdha, but some people who get freedom before that time, they are dead. For them, everything is over. But there are few instances otherwise, this freedom is complete at the time of departure, in most cases. But in few cases, there are not many examples, freedom is earlier than the death. Very few cases are there. And that thereafter, whatever the life is, you will not have impression of your karma because the mind is dead. Impressions will not be printed in the memory. In other ways, you will be working and you may be doing, but the impressions will not be there like the flight of the bird in the air. You can't trace where the bird is gone through the skies. Like this, the karma will be functioned without impressions on the memory. Otherwise, anything that you do, anything that you look at, anything that you think is printed in your memory, and one after the other, you will have to enter that incarnation whatever you think, you have to enter in that incarnation. One thought, one incarnation.
Every moment is incarnation.
Yes, that's every moment you are thinking also. So each thought is incarnation. Therefore we counted 35 million incarnations. And now is the time again, because you can discriminate yourself from the animal life and those species, and you can very well utilize it that I want to win freedom as a human being, and if you don't, you are no better than an animal. So this is the human life that gives you this gift of freedom, happiness, eternal life, eternal bliss, eternal living in the source. And this also is a concept that you were born, that you have passed through 35 million years is also a concept. Because you do not know it, therefore this concept is very true. As the dream is true, so long you are dreaming. When the tiger attacks you in the dream, you are afraid. You are afraid. You don't say you are a dream tiger. You don't say. You don't say this is not real. Everything is real. Everything is real, and it can be changed into unreality when you question, which I spoke, open your own identity to yourself. Then you have got nothing to do with these circumstances, with these incarnations, with this life. Nothing. Nothing ever has existed. This is the ultimate truth. But no one can understand. No creations and no dissolutions have any time taken place. And this is the truth. Iti. Bas.